Well, good evening, one and all. It's Disturbo here from RaceOnOz.com. We're with you once again for Race Spec Esports Pacific Series. It's the Formula 1 2019 on the PlayStation 4, of course. As I mentioned, the Pacific Series. This is, of course, Tier 1 of Race Spec Esports, and we're here for the closing stages of the championship. This is round 18, of course, coming to you from Mexico, and we're in for a bit of a interesting qualifying session by the looks of it. Nice field there, 14 drivers again this week, which is good to see. As the first drivers take the track for qualifying, of course, and we'll be here once again to bring you all the action. Some familiar faces, of course, out in the race today, and we have our champion-elect, of course, in Amazing Hour. We did wrap up the championship probably a round or two ago, actually, all being fair. He does have a command. He could actually sit out the rest of the season and still win the championship. He's that far ahead, so congratulations to him on the Tier 1 championship in the Pacific Series. But of course, as you can see, he's not sitting it out. He's here ready to compete and to prove his dominance over this series. Absolutely massive lead he has in the championship series. Massive amount of wins. Not too many times he's finished down the order. One of those times was in fact last week. Only second. He only finished second. Only. Unfortunately, we weren't here for that round last week. We did have a different broadcaster who did. We were in the middle of the Pacific Ocean on a cruise, actually, so a little bit hard to broadcast from there. Not such a good internet, but anyway, back again for this week. And Pete Crichton actually took the win in that race. With Amazing Hour becoming second, and Pete starting out with the provisional pole time at the moment, but Amazing Hour out on the hard tyres for his first run. So back to his usual sort of hard tyre run first up. To see where he ends up in the initial stages of this qualifying session. Through the stadium section there. Back onto the start-finish straight, and Amazing Hour. Starting his first flying lap. The battle for the championship in the minor placings is definitely not over. We've got very, very close points for second, third and fourth positions, actually. So currently being fought out by Plevs, 40 and Todster. Actually 40 in second, Plevs third, Todster in fourth, and only a handful of points separating those three. So the battle for second and third in the championship definitely not over yet. So they will be fighting tooth and nail to try and score as many points as possible. And Amazing Hour boarding the lap there. So a little bit of strategy at play. Getting a bit of a feel for the tyres, obviously. speaking of Clevs, he has just gone provisionally second fastest with the 14.7 on the soft tyres. New driver for this round here in the Tier 1 is Sideshow. Have not seen him previously, and I'm not too sure if he's been driving in the other tier or this is his first run in the Pacific Series. I cannot answer that myself, but I'm sure some of you who have been following the series a lot longer will know the answer to that one. I see a bunch of new drivers out on another run. Pete and Spilly, Aaron, all out in their outlap now. Couple of yellow flags being shown there, but it's hard to get a grip of where they are. Still Pete Crichton with provisional pole at the moment. Only run, most drivers with one run under their belt. Possibly just doing a couple of laps on these hard tyres, amazing I should say. A couple of laps on hard tyres, see how they go. Looking for a race strategy. Now we'll follow Pete on this lap. He goes through the stadium section to start his second flying lap. And we'll see how he goes. Out onto the pit straight, start finish straight. Car behind him, it looks like possibly be one of the McLarens, Crossy or something like that. Getting a nice little tow. Through turn 1, 2 and 3 he goes. And he's pretty much matched his first sector time from his first run. Beasley slightly slower. Good tight little section there. Keeps it on the nice black stuff. Not too much curve, doesn't want to unsettle the car too much. Nice change of direction. Using all of the track. And he's found a 10th. Back into the stadium section now, the tight, slowest parts. It's all about the exit now. Maximise the speed. Can he improve it further? And he does. 14.2 he goes. So he found all that time in the sector 2. Pretty much matched his third sector time again. So yeah, nice job there by him. Billy is completely off track there. Obviously not on a lap. And we've got LJB now on another lap. He's currently slightly up on his time as well. And now he's a fair few bit down now. So he's obviously had a bit of a mistake there and he's not progressing with that lap. Let's see what the new boy can do. And Renault for this week. Renault, of course, in the constructors, and he's 2/10 up on his time. He does need to find a fair bit of time though if he wants to move up the order a good amount. So far he's found a couple of tenths, but he needs to find a couple of seconds. About just under 6/10 up at the moment. So important this exit to get out into the start-finish straight, and he finishes at the 16.1, so he does improve, but doesn't move up the order. Still 10th fastest. Our third place championship sitter, Glevs, out for another run. Can he improve? He needs to find 5/10 if he wants to go on that provisional pole. Let's stick with him as he goes. Let's go on board. Car is maxed out. Turn 1. Move across to turn 2, then 3. Has he found any time? No, he's always never lock up. This is a little bit deep. Compromises the exit. He's basically maxed his first sector time. Pete was able to find some time in sector 2, but I'm not too sure whether Plebs has sort of been able to do the same without lock-up. We'll find out very shortly. We'll cross that sector 3, and he has found time, but still not enough to improve his overall. Final turn now to the Squirrely. He does improve, but only just. So still a good half a second down on Pete's pole time, provisional pole time. Amazing how yet to do his soft tyre run. Languishing all the way down there in 13th position. Ready to get this set of time. And now we have Spilly on his latest attempt. He's only 9/100ths behind. Levi is getting a nice toe there from Ridwan. That'll help him a little bit. Don't overbrake it, don't go too deep. Definitely gets out of the way nicely there. Let's see where Spilly is so far. Oh, he's a little bit slower, and he does the same thing as Plebs, a little bit of a lock-up. Didn't seem to hurt him as much as Plebs though. Keeping it relatively nice and balanced. Ooh, nice bit of crash cutting there by Spilly. Oh, and he's gone across that. He's just to let that one go, unfortunately. Yeah, he's 9/10 off now and completely ruined it. We should have enough time to get back into the pits though and chuck on a new set and get around again for a final blast. So everyone in the pits bar, Sideshow and Ridwan, who looks like he's on a lap right now. An interesting, amazing hour has called it on this session. So I'm not too sure what's going on there. Is he just trying for a bit of a... He's sewn up the championship, so why not have a bit of fun and start from the rear of the grid and see how he can go, I suppose. Why the heck not? See if he can get through the pack without causing any issues. How much of an overtaker is he? Make him work for it. Why not? Alright, everyone's starting to come out for their final one lap dash. There's Plevs, Billy or Pete yet to make a few. Oh, Pete's out as well. Billy is just coming out of the pits now. And here comes Sideshow to finish his lap. Does he improve any? No, he does not. He does improve his time. He goes to 15.6. Sorry, he does improve one position. Todster, 4th place championship holder, currently. One thing I do notice is that we don't have a 40 here in the run tonight, so this won't help his championship position, obviously not being able to score any points tonight. Cleb and Todster will be looking to make full advantage of that situation. Todster currently provisionally 6th fastest. This will be his final run for qualifying tonight. Red one has finished. And Todster only just under 3/10 faster than his provisional. Does get him up a few spots though. Looking close to 3rd position at the moment. 4th position maybe. Where does he finish? 4th position it is, with a 14.8. And here is Plebs. What can he do? Can he improve on his time? 2nd fastest at the moment. And he is out of the lap already, so nothing improved for him. So he is going to be 2nd. Spilly. He's a 10th slower than his best. Pete already in sector 2. He's come up. He's pressing on, it looks like, and he's a 10th faster, so he's going to improve on this lap. It looks like he has his pole position sewn up, but he wants to just put an exclamation mark on it and improve the time even more. Can he do that? 14.2 to 14.0, he certainly does, and he does take pole position. I don't think Spilly's going to have enough here, but can Spilly get Plebs? Oh no, he's completely, oh jeez, you always wipe yourself out there. Zeppi with a 4th position, nicely done there by Zeppi. Actually displaces Todster for, oh no, Todster was in 6th, so no, he was in 4th, sorry, so this displaced Todster for 4th position, so well done to Zeppi. I think that's one of his best grid positions of the season. And as you can see, The Rock, Crossy, LJB, Aaron and Sideshow make up your top 10. So good qualifying session there. Interesting tactics from Amazing Hour, only doing a few laps on the hard tyres right at the start. He's going to start on the final row of the grid. Maybe he's been asked to trial this F1 reverse grid format race for next year, maybe, by powers that be. Who knows? Alrighty, so there we have qualifying is done. Pete Crichton on pole, Plebs starts alongside him. Spilly and Zeppi on the 2nd row, so that's a little bit of a different 2nd row than we've normally seen. Todster and The Rock on the 3rd row. And everyone bar, well, let's have a look here actually. Yes, everyone on the soft tyres. So setting their fastest lap on the soft tyres, apart from of course Amazing Hour, who didn't do a soft tyre run, just concentrating on that hard tyres. So he's going to start from the back on the hards, go as deep in the race as possible, and then chuck the softs on for a bit of a glory run towards the end maybe. Alrighty, here we go for the Grand Prix de Mexico. No walls around this track. Button push. And waiting on everybody to load and ready up. We'll get this race underway. So just on those championship standings once again. Of course, Amazing Hour sealing the championship probably a good 2 rounds ago now. So with 4 rounds remaining, including this one. 4 races remaining, including this one. So Amazing Hour, massive 158 point gap back to 40 in second. They're 40 not racing tonight, which is interesting, but Plevs is only 5 points behind 40 in second position in the championship. So any points that Plevs scores tonight, of course, will assist him in closing the gap to 40. Pete getting all sorts crossed up off the line there, nicely done. So Plevs just needs to finish in the points, you know, probably about, what is it, 7th, 6th, something like that, to score those points. Needs to at least draw a level of 40, but starting on the front row is a good spot for Plevs. He could, again, finish on the podium. That will really help him out. Only 4 points behind Plevs, though, in Plevs in 3rd spot. 4 points behind him is Todster. So Todster in 5th position, so he does want to try and move up a few spots by the end of the race and score as many points as possible, and if possible in front of Plevs, obviously, to try and close that gap as much as possible. And yeah, so the fight definitely not over in those final podium positions for the championship. Pete is actually, for somebody who only started less than halfway through the season, he's sitting in 6th position currently in the championships. That's a fantastic effort. Having missed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, basically half the season. He's scored points in all the races he's done bar 1. Whereas last week was his first win after picking up a couple of second places at various points, a couple of pole positions and whatnot. So great effort by Pete Crichton there. And of course, one of the only drivers this season to take a win from Amazing Hour, that being last week. So yeah. Anyway, the grid starting to form up for this one. 36 laps of the Mexico Grand Prix coming your way. Lights up. 5 lights are on. Off and we're away for the Mexico Grand Prix. Pete with a great start. Zeppi with a fantastic start, gets around the outside of Plevs. They head down towards turn 1 in a massive bunch now. Pete goes back to the outside for the ride. Spilly's making a move here. Around the outside. Zeppi up in the 2nd spot now. Everyone seems to get away cleanly. Plevs all the way down in the 4th spot. He's dropped 2 positions and he's being mauled here by Todster as well. He could lose another spot here yet. He cuts Todster off. Oh, he's got LJB as well. And Spilly's making a move here on Zeppi up in the 2nd spot. Meanwhile, Pete has taken off. He's way up the road already. Oh, what have we got there going on? Bit of action in the back there. And we've got a car in the fence. Looks like LJB. He's got some damage to the wing there. And there's another car. Not too sure who that was. Looks like Ridwan as well. So there's a bit of dust and things being spilt, and LJB certainly lost out on that. He was pushing Plevs there for a moment. Meanwhile, oh, we've really lost somebody. I'm not too sure. Something going on there, but anyway, yeah, so Pete Crichton out in front. A good 2 seconds ahead of Spilly now. Spilly, great start, up into 2nd position. Todster making a move on Zeppi now. So Zeppi was all the way up in the 2nd spot there at one point, and is now fallen back down into 5th position. Klebs, meanwhile, has fought his way back up into 3rd. So I'd say there must have been Zeppi was had a bit of an issue there. Screen just went a bit spaz, I want to say, so unfortunate. Sideshow up in the 7th position now, and of course our championship-elect, champion-elect, amazing hour, making up 3 spots into 11th position already. Meanwhile, Pete Crichton setting the fastest lap as you was expecting the clear air. DRS is now enabled. Okay, yeah, the timing seems to be a bit funny. It's causing a bit of confusion there. Across the line, it's saying everyone's dropping a spot. Yeah, Aussie, looks like we've got a bit of a lag issue there with Aussie. He definitely was not in the lead just then. Aaron, meanwhile, has moved up one on Sideshow, so Sideshow loses one of the paces that he has gained off the start. Crossy is looking to make a move now on Zeppi here. Bunch up under brakes in the stadium section. Of course, as we know, DRS is going to be enabled, but Zeppi will have it too. He is less than a second behind Todstar. But with the draft, will that give Crossy a little bit of a advantage? Not quite enough. DRS, of course, here in Mexico, maybe not quite as effective as other tracks given the high altitude. And Amazing Hour has made his way past Banana Josh up into 10th position. He is now looking to take Sideshow, who has fallen another position back after some initial gains, has fallen back down the order. Now it's actually showing Amazing Hour there on medium tyres, so that's interesting. I'm not too sure, do these guys get a free choice of tyres? I know it's had it before. No, it's showing here, oh no, medium tyres, that's interesting, okay. Oh, and Sideshow just touched the wall there, which is going to allow Amazing Hour up the inside. I think he'll quite easily get that one done, and he probably will have the DRS. And he might even get a move done on the rock here. No, not quite enough. I've been fooled by that timing issue once again. Sideshow with some penalties already. Sorry, just getting some telemarketing calls on my mobile there. So we still have Pete Crichton out in front. Amazing how actually up into 8th position now after getting the move done on the rock. Missing that call. Crossy's still stuck behind Zeppi there. He's still looking to find a way past. Now I don't know if Zeppi has DRS down straight here. No, he doesn't, so we just allow Crossy up a bit. Oh, and we've got Plebs and Spilly here fighting over second position. It's not third, it's actually second. Side by side they go. Plebs goes deep under the brakes as he can. He has the outside for this turn. A little bit of wheel-to-wheel contact, but it's all good. Rubbin's racing, as they say. And we've got a bit of a train forming here. Plebs, Spilly, Totster, Zeppi, Crossy. Plebs does definitely not want to give that second place away. Pete Crichton has taken off and he is 5.5 seconds up the road. Crossy is making a move now. Down the inside. Zeppi tries to switch back around the outside, but he's not going to get anywhere there. Oh, they're touching again. Crossy into the wall. Zeppi keeps going. Crossy has to recover. And Crossy falls all the way back down into 11th position now. That may cause an issue for Zeppi at some point. As Crossy definitely was up alongside him there, and I don't know if Zeppi did give him enough room and just sort of turned. Although there wasn't really a lot of room left to give, to be perfectly honest. Maybe Crossy tried to chop him off a little bit too early. Hard to say without seeing a replay, but it's just what we don't have. Anyway, amazing how up into 6th now. He is absolutely on a mission, this bloke. Starting on the rear of the grid, on the medium tyre, everyone else around him is on the softs, and he's made up, what, 8 positions? And he's just absolutely flying along. Because a couple of those positions were gifted to him just in the last couple of laps or two, but the fact that he was there to take advantage of the fact of that also shows how fast he's moving as he takes another spot, this time from Aaron, and he's up into the top 6. No, top 5 now, sorry. His timing is absolutely gone crazy. For some reason, at every lap it shows Aussie subs in the lead of the race for the first sector, and then it fixes itself. Pete Crichton, the Plebs, Spilly, your top 3. There we go, there he goes, he fixes himself. Spilly looking to close back up to Plebs and make another move. Dropped off to about a second behind us. That's not going to help for the main straight. He won't have DRS. Plebs just extending that gap ever so slightly. Still making a little time to get the progress, but not enough. No, he's just in, out, in, out. And who is that coming up in the background? Of course, it is Amazing Hour behind these 2 pink rockets here. Don't be surprised to see Amazing Hour finish this race on the podium. When will we see the first lot of pit stops? I'd say probably any time from now. We see some of the back markers already started to pit. So amazing how getting past Todster there, running a bit wide he did to let him through. And he's all over back to Spilly here. He'll have DRS. Spilly won't. It's what is it? Racing Point versus Alfa Romeo, and he gets the move done even before the bridge there. It's got much better drive. So I'd say the tyres, the soft tyre shod cars, starting to feel a bit of the heat now as the tyres fall away. There's a little bit more durable medium tyres on Amazing Hour's car, holding up obviously a bit more, and he's able to continue that pace. And you can see he's already closed in quite substantially on Plevs, and I think you'll find by the end of this lap he's going to be almost off his gearbox, and I think we may see some pit stops any tick of the clock. So, can Pete Crichton pull another victory from the hat this week? Still a fair way to go in the race. And there we have it, Amazing Hour, only 7/10 behind Plevs at this stage. We will have DRS, Plevs won't of course. Where will he end up? How much longer can these soft tyre cars go? Plevs, there's a little bit of a look and not... Amazing Hour I should say. A little bit of a look on him. And looks like Spilly's into the pits along with Rossi and Aaron. Onto the hard tyres they go. And there goes Amazing Hour on Plevs around the outside. Much superior grip by the looks of it. Plevs down into third, Amazing Hour in second. Pete Crichton still in the lead. Bit of traffic ahead here. Oh, he just shoves him out of the way. Oh, and Plevs gets held up. Oh no, and he spun him out. And that's your race leader into the pits. That was Pete Crichton into the pits. Amazing Hour continues on, of course, being on the medium tyres. Plevs also continues on those worn soft tyres. So he's seeing how far he can go. Pete comes out in third spot on the hard tyres, along with Todster on hards, The Rock on hards, and Sideshow's also pitted. He will probably go on the hards as well, which he does. So Plevs, the only car left on soft tyres. Zeppi actually pitting and coming out on the medium, so interesting to see his strategy there. Can he make the mediums last the rest of the race? We have, what's that, 25 laps remaining. So, who can extend this life? A couple of time penalties starting to creep in now. Pete, one of our front runners, Pete Crichton, and then here comes Plevs. He's Crichton up. So, after only 13 laps, Amazing Hour has made his way to the front of the race. Hard tyres, no, yep. Hard tyres for him. Expecting to be passed by Pete, which it does. He should come out ahead of Spilly, which he does. But only just. So they'll resume this battle. Pete still a few seconds up the road again. So obviously these guys are looking to go the rest of the race on these tyres. What can Amazing Hour do? How long will he go before stopping? He could go as long as he likes. Pete Brighton 16.5 seconds behind, but don't forget Amazing Hour yet to pits. A little bit of action back in the midfield here. Stilly, Aaron and Todstar. Can Aaron make a move down here? He has a little bit of a look, but no, he's not quite close enough. Ducks in behind Billy once more. And Clev's just ploughing. It looks like the computer car there, or one of the greedy out of the way. Got to be careful not to damage the front wing doing that sort of thing. In fact, that's I think the second time in a row he's done that. The Clevs will be looking to not try and lose any more time to Amazing Area as possible. He does want to try and stay ahead of him after the pit stop, but it's going to be a tough ask, and I don't know if he has the pace at the moment to be able to do that. Meanwhile, Aaron making a move there on Spilly, getting the move done. Turn 1 and 2, 1, 2 and 3. He was close the previous lap, but he got close enough this lap and was able to squeak on by. So unfortunately we had our first retirement in Banana Josh. In fact left the session for not too sure what's happened with him. He was down the back there a bit, but okay, so it looks like Amazing Hour has pitted. He just missed that pit stop. He has pitted for hard tyres, so the medium tyres only lasting a few laps longer than the softs, but he has come out of that pit stop still in second position, so he definitely had enough to get past Clevs there, and he's only 4.8 seconds behind Pete Brighton on 4 lap younger tyres. Is that going to be enough? Is that going to be a difference, enough of a difference? I think it's not, because he's going to, with the pace advantage that he has, I think he's going to catch Pete Brighton. He's got plenty of laps to do it, but Pete may have something in reserve as well. I think the tyre age difference probably not going to play so much into it. It's only 4 laps, so you can see him down the road here. You can see him going down through turn 1 there, and when you can see your opponent, it just sort of helps, you know, give you a little bit of a boost. It sort of gets you going. When you can see them just up the road, you want to place them in your sights. It sort of drives you to get up there as quickly as possible. They've closed a few tenths on this lap, and he is dropping time, or increasing the time back to Spec, I should say. Meanwhile, Aaron has moved up to the 4th position, so well done to him. Todster's gotten by his teammate in Spilly in the 5th position. And Zeppi, who wasn't, as I say, Zeppi running 2nd very early on in this race, all the way back down to 7th there, and he's on the medium tyre, so I just think he may have to stop again, given how long, amazing how it was on those mediums for. It wasn't probably enough to do the rest of this race on, given that we've still got a good 18, 19 laps to go. 18 laps to go. Todster now looking to make a move on his teammate, goes down the inside to think about it, but well, actually he's gotten past Todster actually. Yes, he has gotten past. There you go. Meanwhile, Amazing has just knocked a full 2nd off that gap. Absolutely on a charge now. Pete Crichton, he's going to be checking his mirrors, that's for sure. We'll be seeing that white nose of the Alpha coming up. Will he have enough in the tank to sort of defend, or is he just going to let him go? It's only be a few more laps and we'll find out, I'm sure. Let's have a look and see what Amazing how sees on this lap. You can see just off in the distance there is Pete Crichton in the lead of the race. 3.6 seconds ahead, you can see that ahead, so he knows. And he can use that as a visual reference point. He'll see where Pete Crichton is at any given point in time, and then reference that against the next lap and see if he's any further ahead, if he's any further back. So Amazing, I'll be like, right, okay, I'm coming up to the stadium section now. When I hit the brakes right here, Pete Crichton was right there. So next time I hit the brakes at this section, you know, if Pete's any closer, I know I'm going, obviously. Three and a half seconds is the gap, first second. Meanwhile, Aaron has caught right up to the back of Clev's here. Clev's not having a good time on these hard tyres, it seems. And he's fallen backwards into the clutches now of Aaron. Let's not forget it has Spinny and Todster right behind him. But don't be surprised actually to see Clev moving on a spot here. This is very interesting. possibly be a bit of fuel management. User management going on here. Oh, a bit of a corner cut there from Aaron. That may cost him. Right up there on the brakes. And you can see in his rear vision mirrors there's Spilly. He's waiting to pounce as well. He's got eyes forward, eyes back. He's gaining, he's gaining, he's gaining, he's gaining, and he gets past third position. Plevs loses a spot now, all the way back down to fourth position. Oh, geez, Spilly had a bit of a look there. Oh, Plevs lights up the tyres, so does Spilly. Down the inside goes Spilly, he gets a wheel to wheel, again contact. And this time Spilly is the beneficiary, and he moves up into fourth position. But he does get a penalty for his troubles. Going off track. So these guys having trouble switching on the hard tyres. I'd say it looks like all three of these drivers had difficulties getting off that last corner set. So Plevs now down in the fifth position. Under threat now from Todster, so Todster, one of the championship rivals for Plevs for the minor placings. He definitely doesn't want to lose any more positions. And this timing is really annoying how somehow it always keeps counting Aussie there. Your race leader is Pete Crichton. Currently 3.1 seconds ahead of Amazing Hour. The laps are counting down, but there's still plenty of them left to go. Just the tail a bit waggy there on the exit. Amazing Hour, I've gotten that gap down now to 3 seconds. Already Plevs has dropped a good seconds behind these two up here, but Spilly has made a move on Aaron. Sorry about the chop and chain. Aaron back around the outside, retakes the position. Spilly looks like he's going to make a move down the inside or outside here. Moves across the track, we've got lap traffic coming up. Goes around the outside, nicely made. And Aaron goes back up the inside of the traffic. Oh no! It doesn't seem to have affected him though. The car seems to have gotten in the way of everybody, I think. Oh geez, Spilly right close up to the wall there. This did bring Plevs and Todster a little bit back into the equation. What we got here? Aaron making another move down around the outside, turn one, he goes a little bit deep, but he retains that position, back up into third spot, goes Aaron. Enjoys the benefit of DMS on the second straight there. There's Amazing Hour still carrying on to chase down Pete. Aaron and Spilly having a battle for the ages here for second spot, or third spot on the podium. Plebs managed to get back that bit of a gap, down to half a second. But he needs to stick with these guys if he wants a chance to get back past them again and get his podium spot back. Now, will Spilly make a move on Aaron, or is he a little too far back now? Totska had a look there on Plebs. Bit of a look. He's having another look now, around the outside, he's drawn alongside Plebs. He gets out of it. Thinks better of it. Amazing Hour, 2 seconds off the lead of the race. Still trying to stay as close to Plebs as possible. Get a move done down the straight here. Totska, did I say Totska or Philip? I don't know. Totska. Here he goes. Moving in up to Plebs. He's drawing closer. Plebs goes defensive to the inside. Nice move there by Plebs. Holds the spot. What a battle this group is having. It's seesawing everywhere. Any one of these guys will complete that that podium step. Fill that last podium step. And we are 10 laps remaining of this Grand Prix. Quite a big gap back to Crossy in 7th position there. He's only just going through the staging section now. Sideshow doing a nice job in 9th for his first run with the Tier 1 guys. LJB and Oggy carry on as well. Oh, and Amazing Hour's got right up now to Pete Crichton, so let's stick with these guys, because we could have a change for the lead of the race any tick of the clock. It's battle time. Who has the ultimate outright pace to win this Grand Prix? Pete or Amazing Hour, it is on. Meanwhile, Spilly just falling off the back of Aaron there a little bit, down up to 1.2 seconds, 1.3 seconds. Pleb's still all over the back of Spilly though, so that battle is not over, that is for sure. Amazing Hour still just a little bit too far back to make any sort of move. We'll just go back to these guys for a minute. As Plebs is going to make a move down around the outside here. You gotta watch, you don't want to contact wheels there, otherwise you'll be spun. Oh, Spilly makes a move up the inside, he switches back. Takes the position again, well done there, Spilly. The place is coming back down the inside now. Spilly looking, oh, Pleb's looking to make a switch back, but Todster said, no, you're not doing that, mate. A bit more contact. That may have actually helped Plebs get around the corner there. And we've got a, looks like we've got a change for the lead happening in almost, no. Amazing, still a few tenths off here, so we're just going to go back with these guys. Todster is almost stuck up Plebs' gearbox. And we've got rain falling. We have rain falling. Could this change everything, people? Late rain in the race, but it is late. How much rain will fall? That is the question. We've seen this once before, where rain came, but it wasn't enough to change tyre selection. And Todster gets through on Plebs. And looks like Amazing Hours right up here on the gearbox of Pete Crichton. Don't know where to look. And Amazing Hours makes a dive down the inside. Pete Crichton has to go wide to avoid contact. Amazing Hour into the lead of the race for the first time. Oh, well, not the first time. But the first time after all the pit stops, let's say that way. Into the lead of the race proper. After starting basically rear of grid, he's made his way through the entire field, is now leading this race. Oh, and he's gone a bit wide, very deep into the turn there in the stadium section, which has allowed Pete back through, but he will have a better exit out of here, I believe. And they are ducking into the pit, so it looks like the rain is starting to affect them. So this is very interesting. Oh, and right at the back there of Pete, so they've ducked into the pits. What about these guys? Are they going to pit as well? Aaron has gone on. Spilly has gone on. Or that... No, yes. Todster has gone to the pit. Spilly and Plebs have gone on. So, these guys have gambled for intermediates. Let's just see. How bad is this run? Hard to see on the TV cameras. But they obviously believed that it was making an impact on the track surface, and they've gone to the early pit stop. Now we have seen this once before. Was it Singapore, I believe? It did rain a little bit. There was a few that did pit for intermediates. Oh yeah, locking up the intermediates there. So I dare say it is starting to get a little slippery. There's a bit of a sheen appearing on the road, you can see. Meanwhile, Aaron is in front, leading this race. But I wonder, we'll have a quick look at these guys. Aussie has left the session. These guys still fighting tooth and nail, but are they going to pull into the pits? Are they thinking it's going to hold, keep raining? These guys still fighting it out now. Is rain the great leveller? What's going to happen here? Looks like the top three have continued on. Oh, Amazing Hours going down. Did he have the drive? Not quite. Pete goes defensive down the inside. Amazing Hours is slightly ahead. He is ahead of him. Pete dives down the inside. Can he get it pulled up? He does. Nice. Yeah, interesting to see what lap times are these guys doing. Let's just have a look and see. How they're progressing. Pete. Around the outside, Amazing it in the inside. Pete goes wide once more. Whoa, it's contact. They're okay. So currently they are let's just say 9.5 seconds behind third place. Are they making up time or are they losing time? Were the intermediates the right choice? Because the top three are continuing on. No, Spilly into the pits. So Spilly believes it's getting wetter and wetter. And he's dived into the pits. Amazing how for another dive. This time he gets past. Pete's still on the inside though. How deep will he go this time? Because he can't quite get as deep as last time. Amazing how back into the lead of the race. But Pete doesn't want to let it go. He forces Amazing out wide, just like he got done himself. Yeah, Amazing at 13.4 seconds behind Clevs. Are they making up time? That's the question. It looks like currently they are, and looks like Clevs may be struggling now on the slicks. Yeah, that time is now down to less than 12 seconds, so they're definitely making time up here. But there is, how far does he want to go? There's only 4 laps remaining. Can he do the 4 laps? It looks like he may be coming into the pits. Yes, he is. He's had enough. He doesn't want to throw it all away. Aaron, meanwhile, has continued on though, so it'll be interesting to see what happens to him. Oh, and he's had it off. He has had an off. So it looks like the track is getting very, very slippery now. Which is good news for these guys who have already pitted, such as Spilly. Now, Todd's is showing on, he has pitted as well, there we go. So I was just going to say, I thought he pitted before. Crossy pitted earlier and has moved up now in the 6th position. Clevs has come out in 4th. So he's actually jumped a few people there in the pit stop sequence. And Aaron's still circulating on the slicks, but I think he'll be in this lap as he comes up to the stadium section. So is he going to tiptoe around for the last 3 laps, or is he going to come into the pits? So I think he'll probably lose a lot more time by tiptoeing around, which it looks like he's going to do. Look at him squirming all over the place now. So don't be surprised that these guys will catch him quite quickly. There's still 3 laps remaining and not that great a deal of time left to make up. Now, Plev's actually gained quite a lot of time there on Spilly, who was ahead of him before that. Spilly actually pitted 2 laps prior to Plev's, but maybe 2 laps too early. Because even these guys here weren't making up a great deal of time, if any, on those slick runners until it started to get much more slippery. And now you can see the spray starting to appear. How is old Aaron doing? Not very well. He's sliding all over the place, and there goes Amazing Hour. How he's staying on the road, I have absolutely no idea. And here comes Pete Crichton. He's got to be careful here. Doesn't want to wipe himself out. The Plevs only 10 seconds, 9 seconds down the road, and he should be able to make that time up pretty easy. He's just barely hanging on here. 2 laps to go. Oh, Todster retired from the session. Oh my goodness. Well, Todster retired from the session. I don't know what happened there. Did he have an accident? I'm not too sure. Anything is possible. He was back in about 6th or 7th position there. I think it was 7th position behind Crossy. And all Aaron can do is just keep going. You can't pit now. You've just got to keep it on the black stuff. We'll hope it stays there. But here comes Clevs. He's only 5 seconds behind now. He will lose this podium spot. Pete now is nearly 3 seconds behind. It's an amazing hour because there he is. Rain, hail or shine, you just can't beat this bloke. And here we go, Plevs now on Aaron. That was always going to happen. And he could yet lose another 1 or 2 spots. I dare say he'll lose one to Spilly quite easily. Of course, so Aaron sliding all over the place. It's been hard to stay in track limits. Most likely still give yourself a penalty to add insult to injury. Final lap now for these guys. There you go, Spilly on Aaron. Frosty's about 13 seconds back, so he may be able to hold on to 5th here if he keeps the car on the track. I wouldn't be trying to make a move down here, mate. You've got no braking potential whatsoever. Just tickling the throttle. Short shifting as much as practically possible. It's just like driving on ice. Look at it. It's almost poetic the way it slides. 4-wheel drifting. Rossi with a penalty. He's catching him, but still a fair way back. Anyway, here he is, the race winner from rear of the grid. Amazing hour. Fantastic result from him. And Pete Crichton comes across the line in second. Looks like he had a bit of an interesting finish. And there is Plevs, who manages to take the final spot on the podium. Spilly in 4th there. And here comes Aaron. Oh, this will be a battle here. Can he hold off Crossy across the line? It's going to be on for the battle. Here he comes. Crossy with a grip, Aaron with none. And Aaron does cross the line in 5th position. Crossy in 6th. So well done to all those guys. How Aaron kept it on the track, I have no idea. Let's spiced up just a little bit towards the end there. That little bit of rain. So that 3rd position definitely helping Plevs in his championship hope there, especially against 40, with 40 not being here tonight. And Totster also DNFing as well. So that definitely helped him out quite a lot. Oh geez, a big hit up the rear end in the cool down lap there. Well, we'll be waiting on Woodbinder. There we go, across the line, and there it is. Well folks, there we have it. Another fantastic race. This time from Mexico, and of course, goes without saying, your race winner, Amazing Hour. Well done to him. Your champion-elect for Tier 1 Pacific Series on Race Spec Esports, Amazing Hour, takes another Grand Prix victory. Congrats to Pete Crichton and Plevs. So that was your top 3 from last week as well, just in a slightly different order. So there we go, folks, another round done and dusted. And Plevs looks like he's the only one without no penalties, so good job by him to not score any penalties. Very, very easy to do. Yeah, most of the results stood as they were. Everyone, yep. No other penalties changed the result. So that's it from me. And again, apologies from my commentating partner, Avenger Ben, who was stuck at work once more. Hopefully be back again next week as we go into the third last round of the season from, where are we? Texas, I believe. And yeah, anyway, this is Disturbo from RaceOnOz.com. This is Race Spec Esports Pacific Series Tier 1. We'll be back next week. Catch you later.